as Andi, BS at Filipino major po. So, I am student of AR Pacheco College Incorporated. So, before I start to ask something, so can you please introduce yourself first? And then yung school po, saan kayo naga-work po?
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Good morning, Sara, Miss Sara. My name is Saida Kusain, currently teacher in Solun National High School under Bar Region.
Okay. So, here's the first question. What are the most noticeable characteristics of your students or learners?
Pag sinabi natin responsibility as a student, kasi kapag yung pinag-uusapan yung responsibility, of course nasa sa teacher yan kung paano nila i-inject doon sa estudyante yung pagiging responsible na sinasabi. If you as a teacher, you introduce the sense of responsible or sense of being responsible to the student, of course magre-response yung student mo as a responsible student. Pero may mga estudyante naman na kung saan kahit anong in-check mo sa kanila, kahit anong turo mo sa kanila ng pagiging responsableng estudyante, hindi maiiwasan na meron talagang estudyante na hindi nila kayang sundin kung ano yung gusto mong ipagawa sa kanila. So, depende na lang yan sa, depende sa estudyante yan kung paano nila ipakita yung pagiging responsible nila. Kung sa bahay sila, natutunan na nila agad-agad yung pagiging responsible, then nadadala nila yan sa school. Pero may mga estudyante rin na sa bahay pa lang wala na silang wala na silang tinatawag na hindi sila responsible sa bahay. So minsan nadadala nila yan sa school. So kahit anong turo mo, hindi talaga nila sinusunod.
Okay, so the next year, ma'am, is their academic performance.
Sa academic performance, syempre, nandun yung fast learner and low learner. So, anong tawag dyan? Ano yung gusto mong malaman sa academic performance nila?
Kung ano yung kung ano yung pinapakita nila sa mga academic performance nila, yung efforts na ginagawa nila.
It depends upon the subject. Depende yan sa subject kung ano yung pinapagawa ng teacher sa kanila. Kasi kapag sinabi natin performance? Performance ng estudyante, yun yung response nila sa kung ano yung pinapagawa ng teacher. So, depende yan. Kasi may mga iba't iba tayong subject, di ba? Tulad ako, MAPE teacher ako, MAPE major. So, ang tinutulog sa kanila is MAPE. So, you're aware na kapag MAPE, merong 4 components. So, nandun ang music, arts, physical education, and health. So, doon sa MAPE na yun, meron kaming tinatawag na every end of the lesson, meron kaming performance task. So, hindi nila magagawa or hindi sila papasa kung hindi nila magagawa yung performance task na yun.
Okay, so next year is, ano yung mga observations mo sa kanila regarding sa relationship nila with their peers and relationship with others? Paano sila makitungo or makibagay, ganun?
Paano sila makitungo or paano sila
makibagay? Sa mga kasama, lalo na kapag mas matanda sa kanila. Or let's just say that, paano sila paano sila nakikibagay sa, halimbawa, sa mga teachers nila, paano nila nirespeto, ano yung ugali nila sa teachers nila.
Ano yung ugali nila in dealing different people, kahit sa classroom or sa teacher nila or sa klase nila.
Ano yung mga ano yung mga characters na pinapakita nila.
Iba't iba yung characters na or iba't iba yung ugali na ipinapakita nila, iba't iba yung attitude na ipinapakita nila. Tulad kanina sabi ko na kung saan may mga estudyante na sa bahay pa lang disiplinado na, then nadadala nila yun sa school. But there are some saan wala talagang disiplina. Doon pa lang sa bahay, wala nang disiplina. So, nadadala nila yan sa school. So, ang teacher, kahit anong turo mo sa estudyante, sa pagiging madisiplina, kung yun talaga yung nakagisna nila, mahirap. Mahirap yun. Mahirap ituro yung action. So, iba't ugali na meron mo yung paano yun babaguhin as a teacher. Kung doon sa bahay, hindi sila marespeto, hindi sila, hindi sila masunurin, then ikaw yung teacher. Kasi ikaw yung nakakasama nila the whole day. 8 hours kayo magkasama sa teacher. Ano yung strategy na gagawin?
How do you communicate?
How I taught my learners. Especially sa tinutol, meron kaming Parent-Teacher Association meeting gaganap. Quarterly, ginaganap meeting na yon. Pero before that, ahead of that is, meron kaming tinatawag na GPTA meeting, which is tinatawag yung lahat ng mga parents ng mga estudyante para pag-usapan kung ano ang mga dapat gawin or hindi dapat gawin ng estudyante bago magsisimula ang academic year. So pagkatapos nun, pag nasa classroom na kami, me as an advisor is meron kami tinatawag na yun nga meeting. So every quarter yun, tinatawag namin yung parents ng mga estudyante namin na kung saan ang pinag-uusapan namin is ano yung performance level ng mga anak nila. Saan na ba sila? Saan sila mahina? Saan sila malakas? Ano yung mga interventions na dapat gawin ng parents kapag bagsak yung marka ng bata? So, napaka-importante yung meeting na yun kasi doon nalalaman ng parents, doon nagiging aware yung parents doon sa performance ng anak nila sa school.
Okay, so that's all, ma'am. Thank you for giving me time. So, yan lamang po.
Okay, thank you rin for having me.
Good morning, ma'am. So, I am Sara S. Andi, a student of AR Pacheco College. So, nandito ako ngayon para tanungin ka ng ilang bagay tungkol sa anak niyo po. So, bago tayo mag-start sa mga questions na itatanong ko sa inyo, pwede pong i-introduce niyo muna yung pangalan niyo, tsaka yung edad po, tapos yung occupation niyo po, tsaka educational attainment po.
Assalamualaikum. Ako po si Armia Abbas. Sa bahay lang ako, housewife. Ang asawa ko si Basir. Isa po siyang engineer. And ang anak ko po is isa, si Mahamin Abbas.
Anong grade niyo po?
High school level na po siya.
Okay. Tapos, ano yung gender po ng anak niyo? Lalaki po?
Oo, lalaki ma'am.
So, yun lang, only child siya.
Only child.
Okay, so now, let's proceed to the first question here. So, I hope na masasagot niyo po ito. First question po, ma'am. So, how was the physical aspect of your child po?
Physical aspect?
Opo.
Healthy naman siya. Tsaka pagdating sa mga activity, hyper, then yun, masayahin, yun, healthy and hyper.
Okay. So, the second question here is, kamusta po yung health niyo po during pregnancy with your child po?
Okay naman, alhamdulillah. Mabuti naman yung pagbubuntis. Yung asawa ko is supportive naman din. So, lahat ng gusto ko, binibigay niya yung sa pagkain. Then, yun.
Okay, so let's proceed to the another question po. So, ano yung mga ailments or health problems po ng anak niyo nung bata pa po siya?
Siguro yung mga minsan nagkakalagnat, tapos sipon, ubo, pero naman din, nagagamot din agad, tapos yun, tinitreat din agad.
Okay, so next question po is, ano yung age ng anak niyo po when he start to walk and talk po?
Kung hindi ko nakakalimutan, parang mga 9 months nag-start salita. Then ang first na word niya is mama, yung ganun, dalawang
Okay.
And then ang nag-start siya walk is mga 1 year old.
Okay,
siguro.
so with the help of kayong mag-asawa,
Yes.
yun, ginagabayan niya siya.
Siyempre.
Okay, so ano yung food preferences ng anak niyo as a child and
Food.
ngayon, sa ngayon? Ano yung food preferences po nila? Ano yung mga likes nila, yung mga ganon?
Mga likes is yung yung finger foods
Mm-mm.
or yung fruits, mga ganyan.
Okay,
Hindi ko naman din pinapabayaan kumakain ng mga chichirya. So, yun po.
pagdating po sa pag-aalaga ng inyong anak, sino po yung nag-aalaga dun sa anak niyo po? Kayo po bang mag-asawa or ikaw lang mag-isa po?
Actually, both naman din po. Pero kasi may trabaho yung papa niya, so kailangan ako. Kaya housewife na rin ako kasi hands-on ako sa pag-care, pag-aalaga ng bata. So, ayun, hindi ko po pinapabayaan yung health and the activity kasi mahirap na yung sa ngayon. Kailangan talaga mabantayan yung mga anak.
Now, let's proceed to the social aspect of your child po. Okay, so the first question here is, can you describe us the sociability of your child? Kung friendly po ba siya or outgoing or she is shy type, loner or what?
Actually, friendly naman din siya, pero kasi hindi rin namin madalas pinapalabas kasi natatakot kami na may mangyari. Pero may mga friends siya na pumupunta dito. And then yun, nakikipaglaro din sila. So, masayahin, friendly, and madali rin siya makikisama sa mga kaibigan niya.
Okay, so sino yung mga kalaro ng anak niyo po sa classroom, yung ganun po?
Mga kalaro niya is yung mga kaklase din niya. Tapos kasi wala din naman kaming kapitbahay na close friend niya. So yung mga kaklase din niya, then yung mga tao din dito na kasamahan din namin.
The next question here is, do you allowing your child to play outside?
Yes. Inaalaw ko din naman with supervision of kami. Kailangan mabantayan.
Or yung
Yun.
mga
Or
pinsan
yung
niya,
pinsan,
gano'n?
dapat may kasama siya para mabantayan na rin.
Okay, so the next question is, do you allowing or kayong mag-asawa, ina-allowed nyo ba na makipaglaro or yung anak nyo po is going out with their friends?
Yes, ina-allow namin siya. Yun nga, yung dapat with
May limitation.
May limitation po. Then permission po, kailangan niya magpaalam sa amin kasi mahirap na. So, ayun.
In case na may mangyari
Oo.
ganun, at least alam nyo. Okay. Do you have any rules for your child when she or he going out? Then what are these rules?
Rules, yes, kailangan may rules. Ang isa sa rules is kung ano yung dapat maaga siya mag-uwi. Then kailangan kung saan siya magpunta, doon lang, wala nang ibang pupuntahan. Yun lang. Kasi mahirap naman strict masyado, baka kung saan-saan pa magpunta.
So, ma'am, another question here is, what is your expectations toward your child? Or ano yung mga expectations niyo sa anak niyo?
Expectation, siguro maging responsable siya sa studies niya, and then yun, hindi niya pababayaan yung mga module niya. Tapos mga simpleng bagay kaya niyang i-handle.
Very good. Maganda yun. Tapos, so, next question naman dito is, how do you How do you provide a nurturing environment for your child?
Nurturing. Siguro, exposing him to, to mingle, sa kanya sa mga friends na pinagkakatiwalaan namin, most especially sa mga pinsan niya, na kasi, yun.
Mahirap kasi kapag yung mga friends na hindi natin kilala, di ba? Another question. Does your child go to you when he feels down or has a problem?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do to meet his emotional needs?
Paan?
Ano yung ginagawa mo para malaman mo kung may problema ba yung anak mo? Yung ganun.
Kasi pag minsan, minomonitor ko siya, then chine-check, then pag napapansin ko malungkot siya, tinatanong ko kung anong problema, then yun, naman din siya, nag-open up din siya, then nagsisip din naman, nag-a-advise din naman ako sa kanya para hindi siya mawala ng gana sa school. Ayun, yung sa mga module, kasi yung module nila is, medyo mahirap din naman. So, kailangan talaga ng gabay natin mga parents.
Tama. Okay, so, what do you do when he is not successful in something? Kung meron siyang, halimbawa, kung meron siyang gusto, tapos hindi niya nakuha, or meron siyang gustong i-achieve, tapos hindi niya na-achieve yun, ano yung ginagawa mo sa kanya?
Sinasabihan din, advice na wag siyang mag-give up kasi simula pa lang ito, so kailangan maging strong lang. And then, yun, tiwala lang sa sarili.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you discipline your child?
Discipline?
Paano mo dinidisiplina yung anak mo?
Dinidisiplina ko siya sa tamang pamamaraan, kagaya ng yung halimbawa wag siya maging pasaway, so kinakausap namin siya ng maayos. Kung may mga nakikita kaming mali sa mga ginagawa niya, sinasabihan namin, kinakausap, kasi kailangan talaga ng communication sa family, kasi ang mga bata ngayon is maghirap puro gadget, so yun, may limitasyon yung sa gadget, may limitasyon yung sa lakad ng pati mga kaibigan niya. So yun, kasi mahirap nang maging strict sa kanila.
Do you have any rules and regulations in your house? If yes, so what they are?
Yes, we have rules and regulations, especially sa paggamit ng cellphone. Then, yun, kasi time management kami dito. So, kailangan before siya, after niya magising, kailangan malinis yung room niya, yung kwarto niya. So, after ng cleaning ng room, sasagot naman siya ng module niya. Then, sa paggabi, yun, limit lang talaga yung namin, using gadget. So, kailangan maaga din matulog kasi kung late matulog, masyadong unhealthy na yun.
Okay.
Tapos, ayun.
Okay, so next one is, how do you impose that rules and regulations to your child or in your house?
Siguro yung if overuse na sila sa gadget, confiscate namin yung cellphone nila to punish them, pero not in minor din naman yung punishment namin sa kanila, kasi yun nga, hindi pwedeng strict sa kasi mas lalong maging pasaway yung bata kung gano'n.
Tsaka ini-explain nyo rin sa kanila ng mabuti.
Kailangan lang talaga ng communication, kasi yun, kailangan kausapin sila ng maayos.
Okay, ma'am, so what are the consequences of breaking the rules? Kapag hindi nila sinunod yung rules na rules mo sa bahay, ano yung mga consequences?
Siguro Ang madalas lang naman is yung sobrang paggamit ng gadget. So hindi namin sila pinapagamit ng gadget kung over na yung paggamit nila. Halimbawa, hindi nila nasasagutan yung module nila dahil sa pagsi-cellphone. Hindi namin sila pinapagamit ng cellphone in one day.
Okay, so now let's proceed to the cognitive aspect of your child. So, first question here, mom, is what is the interest of your children or your child?
He interested in arts and sports.
Sports like
basketball, badminton, yan.
Okay, so second question, what is his good at in school?
Sa arts, magaling siya mag-drawing. In English, I think medyo kasi hindi pa masyado na i-improve yung English speaking.
Okay, so kung magaling siya sa art, ibig sabihin, kaya niya i-drawing ng mukha ko?
Yes, ma'am. Eventually, kayang-kaya niya. Oh.
Wow. So, the next question here is, what is the subject does your child has, difficult for him?
Nahihirapan siya sa nahihirapan siya sa subject na mathematics, and science. Yun, nahihirapan siya sa science.
So, how do you motivate your child?
We motivate him through reviewing the lectures, tapos sinusupport namin kung may mga bagong module, kailangan namin i-review, then sagutan namin ng sabay-sabay.
Tapos, ano yung ginagawa niyo, ma'am, kapag merong hindi alam yung anak niyo na sinasagutan doon sa module niya?
Kung sa tingin ko na kaya pa niyang sagutan or masasolve pa niya, so pinapabayaan ko na lang din siya. Pero kung hindi na talaga, tinutulungan na namin siya.
By explaining him, ganon? By explaining him kung ano yung dapat niyang gawin, ganon? Or ipaintindi sa kanya?
Ipaintindi sa kanya yung lecture, yung problem solving.
Okay. So, do you have rules at home to help him develop good study habits?
Yes, of course. Hindi naman din yan mawawala sa family. Kailangan talagang i-motivate yung bata. Tapos, pag kumpleto ang family, tinuturuan namin. Pag nandyan yung papa niya, tinuturuan namin siya para mas madali niya maintindihan yung lecture. Then, family bonding na rin namin yung...
So, last question here, ma'am, is, do you have rules at home to help your child develop his study habits? And then, kung meron man, what are those rules? And then, how do you implemented that rules?
Yes, kailangan may rules. Siyempre may rules kami, kagaya ng after kumain, kailangan malinis bago sila umalis, malinis yung pinagkainan nila. Clygo, yung Clisigo. Tapos, before sila gumamit ng gadget or matulog, kailangan muna nilang sagutan yung activity, yung homework, pati yung module. Hindi naman kailangan matapos nila yung buong module, pero dapat may masagutan sila kahit isang subject lang.
Okay. So, yan lang, ma'am, yung mga tanong ko sa'yo. So, thank you for allowing me to ask these questions. So, maraming salamat po, ma'am.
Thank you.
The learner's development profile. Physical development. The child is healthy and in terms of activities, he was hyper and active. Social development. The learner is friendly and sociable. He interacts with other people aside from his friend, and he knows how to be nice with someone, and he has a good attitude. Emotional moral development. The child grows responsible, sweet, kind, and intelligent. From authoritative type of parenting, he received love, support, motivation from his parents. Cognitive development. His cognitive aspect continuously develop as he comes to school, studies, and even at home. He was active in school for any kind of activities and also active in terms of academic. Findings. I found out that the child is friendly, sociable, and active in terms of academic and any kinds of activities. He was responsible and intelligent with the help of his parents, and he was a good child and knows how to interact with the people around him. Conclusions. I conclude that the school and home contributes a great impact in developing cognitive skills as to the total personality of the students. Hence, the learning of the child begins at home with the guide of parents. However, school is a vital role in molding the child with the help of teachers, since school is made for the purpose of developing physical, social, emotional, moral, and cognitive aspect of the learner. The total development of the child depends in home, school, as well as the parents' guide and the teacher's strategies. Recommendations. For the parents, they should always support active and responsible. They should continue to guide and discipline well their child. They should open and has a good relationship with the child in a way that they spend time to communicate and monitor the child. For the teachers, I suggest to communicate with your students, ask them about their problems and needs, and also learn to understand them. Treat your students as your child. If there's a problem in school, then try to talk with them and listen as a mother. Analysis. Number 1 question. From your home visit and interview, what do you think is the style of parenting experienced by the learner? From the home I visited and interviewed, they practice the authoritative style of parenting. This style of parenting is very effective on the child to have a good attitude, personality, and to be a responsible one. Parents make rules for the child and explain the consequences if the child breaks the rules. Number 2, relating your data with what you learned from child development. What family factors do you think contribute to the development and overall adjustment of the learners in school? The family factors that contribute to the development and overall adjustment of the learners in school. First, the emotional moral development, on how the learners are guided, support, and nurtured by the parents. Second one is financial setting, and last is the cultural background of the family. Number 3, does the communication between the home school have an effect on the learners? Yes, because education begins at home. What he did in school reflects how he nurtured by his parents at home. For instance, if the students don't have respect in home, then it will reflect on how he acts in school. Reflections. Question number 1. Reflect on your own development as a child. What type of parenting did you experience and how did it affect you? When I was in elementary until this present, the type of parenting style that I observe is the authoritative style, wherein my parents are always in authority are given, yet they are so gentle and loving. They demand and respond to us equally. They have limitations for us, but they also explain very clear, so we understand the reasons. For instance, our parents let us go with my friends outside, but limit in time. They also explain that there's a consequences if we break the rules. Number 2, as a future teacher, how would you establish good homeschool collaboration? How can you work well with the parents? How can you help them? And how can they help you? As a future teacher, the way I can establish homeschool collaboration with parents is by being acquaintance to gain information from them. Simple small talk to make contact with one another. In order to have a good working communication with the parents, I need to think like the genuine send of caring and concerns message when speaking about their child and to create a welcoming environment to their guardians. Together with the parents, I can discuss expectations for their children's achievements and our respective roles in helping the child meet these expectations. Parents' role, on the other hand, will involve regular communications with me about their child's progress, participation in school functions, and other extracurricular activities, and also behavior of their child.